relay po the question of Mr. Winston Uy. Tinatanong po ni Mr. Winston Uy kung meron daw po bang court na yung pong role ng plastic acetate po. Miss Vilma Villegas or Miss Jingguarte po.
If you try to search for images of acetates in the internet, you will see that there are acetate rolls to the back secretariat to explain again and again as we conduct the different procurement projects or procurement processes. Time and again, we shall be repeating the online process para po we can master already the process and the requirements, because up to now, sometimes there are minor errors and this leads to failure of procurement. Patrick, platform is yours. Please feel free to type in your other questions in the meeting chat.
Thank you, ma'am. We now move on to the second part of our private conference, which is the discussion of the technical and financial documents to be submitted by the bidders for this project. So, pursuant to Republic Act number 9184, we are using the two envelope system, which compose of your technical component envelope, wherein that would be your legal, technical, and financial document, and your financial component envelope, which consists of your financial and price schedules. So first envelope is your technical component envelope. First document to be submitted is your valid PhilJEPS registration certificate, platinum membership. This is in accordance with section 8.5.2 of the revised IRR of RA 9184, and also pursuant to GPPB resolution number 15-2021 dated 14 October 2021. Pursuant to this to the said GPPB resolution, the bidder shall only submit a valid and updated PhilJEPS certificate of registration and membership in lieu of your Class A eligibility documents in accordance with the section 8.5.2 of the IRR. This is for the purpose of determining your eligibility. So this is a comparison of the original and revised PhilJEP certificate of platinum membership, registration membership. If you notice, the revised certificate of PhilJEP's registration as an additional caveat. And please take note of the validity of your certificate. Make sure that it is valid and updated during the opening of Pittsburgh. So for this requirement, you are not required na po to submit separate documents like your mayor's permit, your tax clearance, your certificate or your DTI certification in lieu of your PhilJEP's registration. What we will only require po is the submission of your valid and updated PhilJEP's certificate of registration. If ever hindi po updated yung inyong Annex A ng inyong PhilJEP's registration, make sure po na mapa-update nyo yon sa PhilJEPS before the opening of bids para sa inyong submission for this requirement. Next document to be submitted is your statement of all ongoing and private contracts. This includes your contract awarded but not yet started. Similar man po o hindi sa nature of and complexity ng bidding at hand. So this is the Annex A of our Section 9 bidding forms. Here is the form. You just have to fill up the necessary information and sign the signing part of this document. And also please state the total value of standing contract. This that value will be used later if you in your NFCC computation, if ever you will use you will submit a net financial contracting capacity. So for Annex A, hindi pa po kailangan mag-submit ng attachment or proof for your ongoing contracts. You just have to submit this form, and the submission of proof of your ongoing contracts shall be submitted during post-qualification if ever po na kayo po ang ma-declare as the single or the lowest calculated bid. Next document po is the statement of single largest completed contract. This is appended as Annex B of Section 9 bidding forms. Bidders must have completed a single contract that is similar to this project, the value of which must be at least 25% of the ABC. So the relevant period for your completed project shall be within 5 years prior to the deadline for the submission and receipt of bid. For the definition of the similar contract, it is supply, delivery, distribution, or manufacture of plastic products and or office supplies. So for your statement of single largest completed contract, dito po hingi tayo ng proof of your SLCC, and any of the following must be attached to your Annex B: end user acceptance, official receipts, or sales invoice. Any of those ay tatanggapin po namin as the proof of your Annex B or statement of SLCC. So some reminders po in submission of your SLCC as per GPPB NPM number 040-2016 and 125-2015. Collection receipts cannot be substituted for the submission of your official receipts. So hindi po namin tatanggapin as proof of your SLCC ang collection receipts. So here is the issuances of the GPPB regarding this matter. The next document to be submitted is your copy of bid security in any of the following forms. So you can submit a bid security in form of cash, cashier or manager's check, bank draft or guarantee, or irrevocable letter of credit, which is not less than 2% of the ABC, or that is 97,000 pesos. If surety bond, it should be not less than 5% of the ABC, which is 242,500 pesos. Or you can submit a bid securing declaration that is appended as Annex C of our bidding documents sa section 9 po. There's no required amount, but you have to fill up this form, bid securing declaration form, appended nga po as Annex C of our section 9 bidding forms. So don't forget the appropriate jurat statement and notarize nyo po itong bid securing declaration. So next document after your bid securing declaration is your conformity with section 6 or schedule of requirements. So here po, our delivery schedule shall be delivered within 20 calendar days upon receipt ng NTP. And you have to sign the conformity part of this form. Next document is the conformity with section 7 technical specifications. So you just have to indicate comply in every line item po ng requirements. And also don't forget to sign po the conformity part of this form. Next document to be submitted is the copy of duly signed omnibus warrant statement appended as Annex D of Section 9 bidding forms. And as attachment to your duly signed omnibus warrant statement, in case of corporation, partnership, or cooperative, a copy of duly notarized secretary certificate or board or partnership resolution or special power of attorney, whichever is applicable. In case naman po of joint venture, a copy of special power of attorney, all members of the joint venture giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. Kung kayo naman po ay sole proprietor, a copy of special power of attorney giving full power and authority to the authorized representative to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. Please take note that the bidder shall be allowed only to submit an unnotarized omnibus warrant statement subject to compliance therewith after the award of contract, but before the payment in accordance with item 6.3 GPPB resolution number 09/2020. Here po is the copy of our omnibus warrant statement appended as Annex D of our bidding documents, section 9. Just have to sign the appliant portion of this OSS. And don't forget again the appropriate jurat statement for the notary. So next document is your financial document. And this is Annex E, net financial contracting capacity. The computation of your NFCC shall be derived from the current asset and current liabilities that is indicated in your PhilJobs registration certificate in the audited financial statement portion at the Annex A. And then you have to multiply it by 15 and you have to subtract the value of outstanding contract found in your Annex A or your statement of ongoing contract. The net financial contracting capacity should be at least equal to the ABC of this project. So don't forget to sign also this. By the way, the ABC for this project is 4,850,000 pesos. So you have to sign the submitted part of this form. Again po, the NFCC computation must be at least equal to the ABC of the project. If ever naman po na yung NFCC will not is not equal or less than the ABC, you have another option by submitting the committed line of credit from a universal or commercial bank appended as Annex E1 of Section 9 bidding forms. Please take note po that the committed line of credit must be equivalent to at least 10% of the total ABC of the project. So Class B document, the joint venture, if ever you will join po as a joint venture partners. So a duly signed joint venture agreement in case the joint venture is already existent should be submitted. or a duly notarized statement from all potential joint venture partner stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JBA in instance that the bid is successful per Annex F of Section 9 bidding forms. So in the manner of submission, each partner of the JV shall submit their respective PhilJEP certificate of registration, the valid and updated PhilJEP certificate of registration in accordance with Section 85.2 of the revised IRR of RA 9184. The submission of the technical and financial documents by any of the joint venture will constitute compliance, provided lang po that the partner responsible in submitting po the NFCC will submit also the statement of all ongoing contracts and the audited financial statement. So let's move on to the financial component envelope, which consists of your bid form and price schedule. So a duly signed and accomplished financial bid form. This is appended as Annex G of Section 9 bidding forms. You have to fill up this form. Indicate nyo po yung mga taxes na applicable po dito sa project and your total bid amount. And also, please don't forget to sign this form. As an attachment to your Annex G is a copy of duly signed and accomplished price schedule per Annex G1 and or Annex G2 of Section 9 bidding forms. So if the goods offered from abroad, ang gagamitin nyo po is Annex G1. You have to fill up and indicate the detailed breakdown of your bid. And please don't forget to sign this form. If ever naman po that your goods offered within the Philippines, Annex G2 po yung gagamitin. And again, you have to fill up and indicate the detailed breakdown of your bid therein. And also, please don't forget to sign this form. That's all for the documents to be submitted. And we'll now proceed to the procedure on online submission and receipt and opening of bids. So the legal basis of the online submission and receipt of bid is pursuant to GPPB Resolution Number 09-2022, 2020 rather. So it uses a two-factor security procedure consisting of an archive format, compression, and password protection to ensure the security, integrity, and confidentiality of the bid submitted. Must be password protected, and the password will be disclosed by the bidders only during the actual bid opening, which shall be done through video conferencing or webcasting. Must be capable of generating an audit trail of transaction to ensure security, integrity, and authenticity of bid submission. So since online, we will refer as the envelopes or the two envelope system as the first folder and the second folder. The technical component envelope is our first folder, and the financial component envelope is the second folder. So in the online submission of bids to envelope system, the first folder and the second folder will be joined into a mother folder. So here is the step-by-step procedure on the submission and receipt of and opening of bids. First step po is to convert all your files to PDF format and then merge the requirements for technical and financial component respectively. So example po, you can use the save as option, and then you just have to change the type of the format of your document into PDF. And you can also scan the documents which will be converted into a PDF format. After you scanned or converted your files into PDF format, you have to create two folders. Your first folder is your technical component folder or envelope. This will consist of your legal, technical, and financial eligibility requirement. And the second folder is your financial component. Dito nyo po ilalagay yung bid form and price schedule. Please take note po that place the merged document to its corresponding folders. So next step is to name each folder using the naming convention. For the first folder, bidder's name underscore project name underscore project ID number, technical underscore technical component underscore date and time of bid opening. For the second folder, bidder's name underscore project name underscore project ID number underscore financial component underscore date and time of bid opening. Please take note po that the shortened project name is specified in clause 15, sealing and marking of the project of the bidding documents of the project being bid. So the shortened project name for this project is Bske Plastic Acetate. So next step is to compress each folder, the first and second, using either WinRAR, WinZip, or 7-zip. So you just have to highlight the file and click on the add button to compress the desired file. And then set a password for each compressed first and second folder. After you compress and password protect the two folders, you have to shall generate a hash code or hash value for each compressed first and second folder using SHA-256. So what are hash codes or hash values? So hash values are used to prove the authenticity of electronic files. So how does it work? The hash values for the original and the copy are different. Then the copy is not identical to the original. The hash values for the original and the copy are the same. It is highly improbable that the original and the copy are not identical. Thus, identical hash value for the original and the copy reliably attest to the fact that they are exact duplicates. So bakit daw po siya 256? It is an industry standard trusted by leading public sector agencies and used widely by technology leaders. It doesn't have any known vulnerabilities that make it insecure or has not been broken. So how to generate a hash code? Just have to download hashmyfile 2.36 for Windows. Once installed, open the hashmyfile application and copy the desired folder to be hash coded, and then copy the SHA-256 or F11. Set aside po yung hash code for the first and second folder at gagamitin nyo po yan later. So after po natin ma-compress, password protected, and ma-hash code yung first and second folder, you shall now create a third folder, which is the mother folder. You have to place the first and second folder, the compressed password protected and hash coded first and second folder, to the mother folder. And then rename the mother folder using the following naming convention. Bidder's name underscore project name underscore project ID number underscore bid submission underscore date and time of opening of bids. So the mother folder should contain both folders, a technical and financial component. So next po is to compress the mother folder using either WinRAR, WinZip, or 7-zip. And then set password for the mother folder and create a hash code for the compressed mother folder following the same step as previously discussed. So here's the sample of your hash codes. You have 3 hash codes for your technical component, first folder, the financial component, second folder, and hash code for mother folder or your bid submission.
Patrick,
Yes, ma'am.
baka makalimutan ko lang tanungin. Last time, a bidder used another application for compressing. Ganun ba yon? And it worked. But I think it wasn't among those that you are naming.
Ma'am,
Ano yung pinang-compress niya noon sa envelope niya,
ma'am,
sa files niya?
7 zip po, ma'am.
Is it the one of the three you mentioned?
Yes, ma'am, apo.
Okay.
Nangyari lang, ma'am, wala yung bid opener po. Walang 7 zip during that time, ma'am. Sa ibang computer po siya na-open. Thank you, ma'am.
I see. So what you did pala to be able to open it was to open it in another computer.
Yes, ma'am, with
But
7 zip.
allowed
Opo.
naman yun, no? Oo.
Opo, ma'am.
Is it exclusive to the three you are mentioning, or are there other applications that may be used?
Ma'am, for this, ano po kasi, yung 7 zip, yung WinRAR and
And
yung WinRAR, WinZip, or 7-zip, yun po talaga yung ginagamit natin for compression.
okay.
Apo.
Wala nang iba.
Apo, ma'am.
Akala ko lang noon na hindi siya isa sa mga na-mention because it took us so long to open it. Pero 7-zip pala siya.
Apo.
But because it was not in the computer you were using, you had to open it in another. Kaya si Marian no nang nag-take over, tama?
Yes, ma'am. Apo.
Okay.
Siya na po yung open. Thank you,
It's
ma'am.
clear. Thank you.
So next step is to save all the hash code generated for first folder, the second folder, and the mother folder in a table. This shall also be sent as an attachment to the email or in the body of the email on or before the deadline for the submission of bids at the designated email addresses of the back secretariat as stated po sa ating screen. And then create a Google account. Next step is to create a Google account and upload your compressed, password protected, and hash coded mother folder on your Google Drive. Then once uploaded, share the uploaded compressed, password protected, hash coded mother folder to first po, separate po itong sharing nating gagawin. First is at email back.secretariat@comelec.gov.ph. And second, another sharing po at email backsecretariat.pmd@gmail.com. Sharing of compressed, password protected, and hash coded mother folder must be done on or before the deadline for the submission of bids. So next po, the Google Drive will automatically notify the back secretariat via email that you have shared the document. Screenshot of the bidder's Google Drive showing the uploaded bidding documents must also be sent to the same email addresses on or before the deadline for the submission of bids. Here's a sample of the bid submission shared to the back secretariat Google Drive. And this is the shared to email. Please make note po of the timestamp of the email. Should be prior to the deadline of submission of bids. And this is a sample po of emailed screenshot of the bidder's Google Drive and the hash codes for the 3 folders. So recap po. Compressed, password protected, and hash coded documents will be the first folder, the technical component. Second folder, your financial component, and the mother folder, which contains the compressed, password protected, and hash coded first and second folder. So pursuant po to section 25.9 of the revised IRR of RA 9184, bits that not in compressed archive folder and not password protected shall be rejected. So next, share the mother folder first at email back.secretariat@comelec.gov.ph and second to backsecretariat.pmd@gmail.com. This must be done on or before the deadline for the submission of bids. Please take note mo that this is not an attachment to the email, but you have to share it to the emails. And then after which, please send the following to the same email addresses on or before the deadline for the submission of bids. First is the screenshot of your Google Drive, of the bidder's Google Drive showing uploaded bidding documents. And next is the hash codes for the following: the first folder, the second folder, and the mother folder. Let's move on to the opening of bids. So for the opening of bids, shall be conducted online via Microsoft Teams, as an MS Teams links shall be sent to the bidder's representative who submitted their bid online. At the date and time of bid of opening, the bid opener shall request for the bidder's password, which shall be disclosed by the bidder via the MS Teams chat box. Bid documents shall be then extracted from the Google Drive. Once the bid documents have been downloaded and opened by the bid opener, it shall be then shared to MS Teams for all online participants to view. It also shall likewise be emailed to the members of the BAC TWG and end user unit. So during the preliminary evaluation of bid documents, MS Team submitting group shall be created depending on the number of bidders who submitted bids. Link shall be posted also to the MS Teams chat box so the bidders and online participants may join submitting groups, evaluating their bids in order to observe. The TWG group evaluating bidding documents are assisted by the BAC Secretariat staff, who share the downloaded documents and show the evaluation sheet. The BAC Secretariat members are there only to assist the TWG in accomplishing the evaluation sheet or the checklist of documents. Once the TWG is done with their evaluation, they instructed the BAC Secretariat to attach their e-signatures to the document. Some reminders po, the bidding documents may be downloaded free from the COMELEC and PGIP's website, or you can secure that from the BAC Secretariat office. Bidders should pay the applicable fee prior to the submission of their bids. Fees may be paid in the following. First po, in person at COMELEC Cash Division upon securing order payment from the BAC Secretariat. Also, you can pay through online through fund transfer, or can have you can deposit into the bank to COMELEC Land Bank of the Philippines account at any LBP branch. That's the current account number 0012-104286. The amount of bidding documents for this project is 5,000 pesos. This is exclusive of bank charges, if any. Your proof of payment shall be emailed shall be emailed to the same email addresses on or before the bidder submits its bids. So announcements po. The deadline to submit request for clarification shall be until November 25, 2022. That's a Friday. At least 10 calendar days before the deadline for the submission and opening of bids. It should be in writing. It must be in writing and addressed to the BAC chairperson. And the BAC shall issue a supplemental or bid bulletin answering your queries on November 28, 2022. That's a Monday, or at least 7 calendar days before the deadline for the submission and opening of bids. Address your requests or queries to our BAC chairperson, Attorney Helen G. Aguila Flores, through the BAC Secretariat Office at the PEMI Building, through the designated email addresses of the Bids and Awards Committee and the BAC Secretariat. In accordance with Section 22.5 of the revised IR of RA 9184, shall be the responsibility of all those who have properly secured the bidding documents to inquire and secure supplemental bid bulletins that may be issued by the BAC. However, bidders who have submitted bids before the issuance of supplemental or bid bulletin shall be informed and allowed to modify or withdraw their bids in accordance with Section 26 of the same IRR. So the deadline for the submission of bids shall be on December 5, 2022, Monday. Shall be sent and shared electronically to the back secretariat. Schedule of the opening of bids and also on Monday, December 5, 2022, 10 a.m. This is shall be conducted online via Microsoft Teams. Other announcements po, read carefully the contents of the bidding documents such as but not limited to the instructions to bidders, bid data sheet, general conditions of the contract, schedule requirements, and technical specifications. Carefully examine the bidding documents as well as the bid bulletins. For the purpose of submission of bid proposal, please synchronize your watches with the Philippine Standard Time. Our time right now po is 2:49 p.m. That's all, ma'am. Thank you po.
Thank you, Patrick. Any question? It seems that the specifications are clear to our prospective bidders. What about the delivery schedule? Bske, can you please share the delivery schedule?
Yes, ma'am.
Is the delivery schedule okay with all the prospective bidders? Okay po sa inyo yan. Shall be delivered within 20 calendar days upon receipt of the notice to proceed. Mind printing. Sir Eric, please proceed.
Hi, good afternoon. Ma'am, I just want to question about the delivery site. You said there, designated Comelec warehouse. Is it isa lang po bang Comelec warehouse or like iba-ibang Comelec warehouse? Thank you po.
Sir, thank you for the very valid question. We will be informing you or whoever will be the winning bidder regarding the exact designated Comelec warehouse, because I think right now bidding is still ongoing also for the Comelec warehouse for the purpose.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Patrick, wag ninyong kalimutan ha.
Yes, ma'am. Opo.
I-indicate doon sa notice to proceed.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the status of the Comelec warehouse for acetate for non-accountable forms, Patrick?
Ma'am, last Saturday, the the TWG conducted po ocular inspection of the lessor with the lowest calculated quotations, ma'am, at May Kawayan, Bulacan, ma'am.
I think I saw a memo regarding that. Pasok ba sa TOR at saka sa specs yung location ng Mekawayan?
The location po yata is okay with the
Within
TOR.
ano ba yun? So many radius?
15
within
kilometer radius yun, ma'am.
15 kilometer
50,
radius.
50 po.
50?
Opo.
Oh,
Ma'am,
layo.
if I may just read po, may chat po si Ma'am Arlie Corpus.
Oh,
Sabi
sige.
niya po, Santa Rosa Warehouse po as per Director Hernan.
Miss Arlie, what about yung Comelec warehouse or yung warehouse for non-accountable forms na bidding namin sa ngayon? Saan gagamitin yun, Miss Arlie? Pwedeng pakitawagan si Miss Arlie, Patrick.
Yes, ma'am. Opo.
Baka kasi kailangan ito ng packing and shipping kaya doon niya nire-refer. Let's just answer this in writing. Let us get a written memo from the ASD para sigurado ito.
Yes, ma'am.
The acetate is used for packing kasi so baka nga doon sila mag-e-empake sa Santa Rosa. Yes, Mr. Nepomuceno, mind reading, tama ba ako? We will answer you po in writing through a bid bulletin po.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you po. Appreciate that po. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Patrick, don't forget.
Yes, ma'am. We will refer that po to the ASD, ma'am.
In writing.
Yes, ma'am. In
Thank you,
writing
Ms.
po.
Arlie. Thank you, Ms. Arlie, and thank you, Director Hernan, for the answer. We will formalize our answer through a bid bulletin po. Any more?
Upcoming back activities lang po for this week.
Wala na pong tanong? TWG, do you have any question?
Wala, ma'am. Wala po.
Thank you. Your evaluation parameters are clear regarding the acetate, the plastic acetate.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Attorney Bunsa. Proceed with your announcements, Patrick.
Upcoming back activities po for the week, be having on Thursday a private conference for the provision of special career services for CY 2023. This is an early procurement activity, and pre-procurement conferences for the procurement of various vehicles or SUV or in passenger vans, and network-related equipment and workstation upgrade for the data center. That's all for this week, ma'am. Thank you po.
Thank you, Patrick. Any more? Any more matter that will be discussed today? Any more clarifications or suggestions, announcements, updating of attendances? All is clear. So looking forward to a successful bid opening on this December 5 ba, Patrick, no?
Yes, ma'am. Opo, December 5 po.
December 5 po. We are looking forward to a successful bidding process as the plastic acetate is also a much needed supply in connection to the packing and shipping of forms and supplies for the 2023 BSKE. Thank you everyone for participating. To our observers, thank you. To the end user unit, thank you. PMD, my colleagues in the back Secretariat TWG. Nasaan si Marian, Patrick?
Ma'am, absent po siya today. May sakit po yung anak niya. Hindi lang po siya nakapasok.
Oo, naninibago ako. Parang palagi na lang siyang wala. Sige, okay. So, thank you, Patrick, for the job well done. And colleagues, thank you as well. If there are no further questions and announcements, we are adjourning this pre-bid conference. Good afternoon. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye-bye po.
Thank you, ma'am.
Much.